Morning traders and traders, dreycosting here. Alright, so we're not even gonna keep this video long because if you're watching and keeping up to date with the videos that we drop Thursday, Friday, and so on, you know what I mean? It's just the same, but we're just gonna follow up on that vibe, right? So coming out of last week, right? We're creating a nice wedge where we have lower highs and lower highs, but the lows we're maintaining, or the low, we weren't having lower lows, right? We weren't having lower lows, right, within this nice little wedge, right? Right, so you can call this a wedge or you can call it a bullish flag, right? So it's a bullish flag, all right? I know it kind of look funny and all of that, right? But I just stick to one time frame because I know what's going on the other time frame. So like if you go to like the H4, right, it's a shift down and this is a bullish flag off the H4 level to push up, right? So potentially, I know once we maintain above this level, potentially we can come to here, 183.706. So let's take that off. Potentially we can come to here, 183, this 183 level right here, 183. Let me bring it back to the money bag. 183.506. Potentially we can move to that. And so that's like roughly 100 tick move, right? But potentially we can move to that. Or if it follows a nice little bullish structure, because this here shift low, all right, higher high, higher low. So if we're going in a nice bullish movement, you expect to make a higher high, come back right here, make a higher low to continue up, right? So potentially we can look for TP1, you know, I mean, they're about 183.500 region. And also we could look potentially for a nice to run at the 185.600 region. So 185.600 region. So potentially we're looking at peak moves going all the way up to here. So potentially this is a nice like a 300 peak move to kick off the week, right? So that's what we're looking at, all right? So let's break it out a bit. So looking at a nice 300 peak move for the week. So top last week we spoke that we saw where the wedge was maintained. We also caught a sell here to fill out the wedge, and when it came down here, this low did not break this low, right? So we had a higher low. So, and I said to you that guys that we don't want GJ to come back here, touch here, and then to push up. So that's what it has done. But the fact that I already win right here, I didn't want to take a second trade of the day. So I'm looking to see how GJ reacts around this level right here at the 182 300 level, 182 300 level. So I want to see a react around there. So come pre-London, I want to see if I get in some form of bottom with rejection to show that buyers are in control and the sellers are exhausted. You know that one closure and support, right? One bearish candle closure, bullish candle closure, bottom wicks, right? Bullish engulfing pattern, those type of stuff for us to enter the trade and to continue up, right? So hopefully by when I come pre-London, it don't just gone all the way from Asian session. If that's the case, it's just so beat. That means I just miss the trade. I have to just catch it up at some other point, right? So once you start going into this bullish fashion, then you know naturally then we're going to switch right to an upward trend line and so on, right? So we just really want to sway play on this level for now, right? Before we switch to our bullish trend line. All right. So this is a breaker structure move. So whenever I see this nice breaker structure move, you know, I mean, I'm looking to maximize my profits. All right. So that's what we're looking at for the week. Let's check our calendar and to see what's going on for the week. So always have to check our calendar at the start of the week. All right. So on Monday, we don't have any form of power news or young news within London session that we're looking to trade. Also, we don't have any major news for the DXY as well. And if you're new to the channel, the reason why we have to pay attention to the DXY is because DXY is the king, and whenever the king moves, the entire currency on the model, right? So looking at Tuesday, we have some employment news at pre-London, medium news. So we're gonna work with that same way, right? So coming into New York session, we don't have any heavy news at pre-New York or New York Open. All right, you can live with that. Coming into Wednesday, weak news again from the yen around pre-London. We can live with that. Coming down to pre-New York, we have some massive news on a Wednesday. All right, so we have strong news on Wednesday from the DXY that might impact GJ. Also coming into Thursday, we don't have no form of heavy news again into pre-London, but we have heavy news from the DXY at pre-New York, all right? Coming down again to Friday, you have no heavy news whatsoever, no form of news from the pound or the yen at pre-London, all right? Or pre-New York, but we have some form of heavy news, right? At pre-New York from the DXY, right? So we have core price index, some form of heavy news from the DXY. So with this said, we're gonna look to trade every single day of this week because we don't have that form of high impact news that might put towards slippage within our trading. All right. So we're gonna look to trade every day of the week. And I must say, this week is the last week where pre-London is gonna be so early. Come next week, we're gonna have the daylight saving time change for England, you know what I mean? So the London Open is going to push back 1 hour. Pre-London is going to push back 1 hour, and we all can get some more sleep. And I'm so happy for that. I look forward to that. And that daylight saving time change is going to run us back from October 29 back to about mid-March. So we're going to get 5 months of nice good rest. All right. So we'll get 7 months of bad rest and 5 months of good rest. It is what it is. I wish it was the other way around, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So drop your questions. It's just simple. You're following along, you realize how simple this thing is right now. And you know, I mean, it's hard mentally, but you know, I mean, technically, it simply just need to just follow the things. You know, I mean, the more you practice each and every day, the better you get. Just drop your questions, drop your chart links, and we're here to help. All right. So until tomorrow, straight balling, no stalling. I'm out.